Good morning, ma'am. This is Shiva. I'll be presenting the article on analytics education. So this article includes uh, topics about analytics education, data analytics, technical skills, analytic skills, curriculum, and Indian education system. This the abstract of this analytics is all about need to educate analytics and to develop right knowledge and skills to excel in analytics and to apply theoretical knowledge to work in real life data and to get information from unstructured data. And it also talks about the continuous development that has to be based on analytics based on user requirements. Introduction. Modern technology has made a collection of data much easier, which has created a demand in machine learning engineers and data scientists. It was in 1854 where John Snow used data analytics to prove cholera was a waterborne disease and not an airborne disease statistically. And that was the first time when data analytics was used more significantly. Understanding the demand of the present world, universities started to offer various programs in data science and machine learning. So the next topic is all about frameworks of analytic education. US has predicted that they're going to face shortage in deep analysis and data scientists. Thus, data science becomes a demanding course and faces lots of challenges to bring up that course. The challenges in data science course is that to construct a standard curriculum with the right mixture and to bring up the intercultural problem solving approach and finding true real world data, becoming a nimble problem solver and thinking with data. A set of panelists talk about the educational approach that needs to be given to data science. So the Mr. Millen Date says that uh, through his International Skill Development Corporation, London, he provides analytics for computer science students and business analytics for BB and BCom graduates. And Mr. K. Joshi tells that through CMI University in collaboration with Mozambique University, he provides MBA with integrated analytics courses in all domains such as finance and HR. Mr. Gaurav Vohra tells that being the founder of Jigsaw Academy, he says that they offer data science, big data, learning, and machine learning, and they offer across the globe for all students. Mr. J. Bharti Simha says that students need to construct four prior skills with regard to data science, and they are deconstruction, analysis, synthesis, and presentation. And he also adds to the point that these skills are taught in an institution. The panelists also talk about the role of data scientists, and Mr. Gaurav Vohra says that data science is a mixture of mathematics, technology, and business, and one should excel in all these skills. And he also adds to the point that one should be familiar with any one of the following technologies, such as R, SAS, or Python. Mr. Millen Date says that one should be able to differentiate, investigate, and overcome failure in data science in order to sustain in data science. Mr. Anand K. Joshi says that data science is a gradual development process and it is not a domain process. Only technologists integrate themselves into the role of data science. So data science can be developed only through gradually. Mr. J. Bharati Simha says that practice is the key route or method to acquire skills for data science. He also says that solving industry problems can uh, help in acquiring much more skills for data scientists. Uh, the panelists then talk about the role of education and ecosystem in building data science, where Anand K. Joshi suggests that the curriculum should consist of three parts. Uh, with the balanced features, and those parts are concepts, theories, and definitions, applications of those theories, working on live projects. He also says that IIT and IIM institutes use these kind of curriculum in their institutes, and adds up that in ISDC they use such kind of path. Mr. Millendate suggests that curriculum should be balanced with business and programming knowledge, and the curriculum should be formulated uh, keeping in mind of Indian professionals and Indian economy. Mr. Gaurav Vohra says that Indian market is much more different from other market, and um, each market requires each set of skills, and a suitable curriculum should be constructed, keeping that in mind. Uh, s- the panel members also talk about the top skills which a data scientist should possess, and they suggest a few points on top skills, where data preparation, problem identification, storytelling, digital intelligence, design thinking, excellent communication, mindset, understanding business problems are some of the top skills which the panelists suggest. Uh, there are 5 questions which are imposed by the audience towards the panelists, and they are being addressed. The first question is that the measures are taken, measures that should be taken to percolate analytics into tier 2 and tier 3 colleges. And Mr. Millen Date answers to this question like their institution at ISTC, they have gone beyond the metropolitan cities to percolate to into tier 2 and tier 3 colleges. Mr. Dinesh Kumar says that data science should never be devalued as it has been devalued by like engineering at modern times. He says that people should understand that data science is in demand, but not the only skill that has to be acquired. Mr. Anand K. Joshi adds to the point that Indian government should not dominate the educational system, uh, and the dominance of the education system will affect the quality of education system in tier 2 and tier 3 colleges. Mr. J. Bhati Simha says that tier 2 and tier 3 institutions should solve industry and business problems, uh, and market the success stories of the solved problems. By doing so, uh, the tier 2 and tier 3 colleges can percolate analytics much more than they are doing right now. Question 2 talks about to get uh, talks about the massive open online courses and its demerits. Mr. Gaurav Vohra says that MOOC has done a great job because it has started before Jigsaw Academy, and 78% of students who join Jigsaw Academy have already enrolled themselves in MOOC. And he also adds to the point that if MOOC was completely perfect, then their educational business would be down. And Mr. Anand K. Joshi says that in CMR University, they provide 10 to 15% of the grade. They give credits to 10 to 15% of scorecard to children who do credits from who do courses from their own choice and not from mandatory credits. Mr. Dinesh Kumar says that collecting, cleaning, and preparation of data is important for all data scientists. He also reminds of the incident of the voting that happened in the year 2000, where Jamie Pollock was considered as the most influential people in the past 2000 years. He says that the importance of data is highlighted when the data uh, cleaning will be ignored. Mr. Gaurav Vohra adds a real life incident to his part where he says that he wants his children to spend much more time on cleaning data uh, from raw data. That is where people can understand what true data science is, and he also insists that such kind of practice must be adopted in India too. The next topic talks about the minimum skills a person should possess, and Mr. Millen Date suggests that domain knowledge cannot be acquired through curriculum, and it can be obtained through workshops, and industry people giving talks. Mr. Dinesh Kumar says that people should identify their own strength before choosing data science, and to concentrate on their strength rather than focusing on everything. Mr. Jay Bharati Simha says that industry institutes should collaborate with industries to get real-time data experience and to solve real data problems. Mr. Gaurav Vohra says that people from any domain can take up analytics, such as mathematicians, statisticians, or engineers, given that they have suitable logical thinking and are good with numbers. Next question talks about the approach for placements in Tier 2 and Tier 3 colleges. Mr. Gaurav Vora says that traditional approach towards placement should be changed, and uh, uh, 2-day or 3-day workshops prior to placements cannot help them acquire gain skills, and the process of placement should process of approach towards placement should begin right from 6 months or 12 months prior towards placement. He also insists that long-term planning is much more better than short-term planning. Mr. Anand K. Joshi says that job profile of the company should be assessed, and all students cannot be pushed to work in the same job. Each student should be trained for particular job based on the job profile. Mr. Milindate suggests that learning outcomes should be focused much more than rest of the things, and he also insists on the same part with Gaurav Vohra had suggested earlier, saying that preparation of the job should not commence right before 3 months of the placement. It should commence from the day one of the course. The final question talks about the analytical education for senior managers and how it is different from others. Mr. Gaurav Vohra says that senior managers don't need uh, deep learning principles of analytical knowledge. He says that comprehensive knowledge of analytics is what deep senior people prefer and senior managers gain about as they involve in project management roles and advisory roles. Comprehensive knowledge is much more better than deep knowledge. Mr. Milindate says that continual professional development can help the senior managers to gain analytical knowledge. Mr. Anand K. Joshi says that people at CEO levels should have deep knowledge on data analytics, on data science, in order to make the right structural decisions based on judgmental skills. On conclusion, the panelists say that one cannot teach anyone. Instead, one has to learn through their own efforts. And the article ends. Thank you.